right, welcome everybody. I'm Bud Holmes. I'm a National Park Service ranger here at New Orleans Jazz National Historical Park. And this is Ranger James Berry. And as you can see, us park rangers are also musicians. That helps to tell the story at a park where we're dedicated to a music form. We're the only Park Service site out of 417 that is dedicated to telling the story of a music form, and that is New Orleans Jazz. One of the best ways to experience our park is to come to these live music events that we have most days of the week, Tuesday through Saturday. And you can get a chance to see a musician in an intimate setting and get a chance to hear their music, and also, if you'd like, to ask some questions of the musician, that's good too. For today's concert, we have a special guest. We brought in Alex Bosworth. She's a singer and guitarist and songwriter. We'd like to welcome Alex to the stage. So Alex has two albums that are out now, one that she did in 2014 and another one more recently with guitarist Hank Mackey. You can check those out over at Louisiana Music Factory if you want to buy the CD, or they're available on all the streaming services like Google Music or iTunes. And so we look forward to having her right here in person on the stage. And thank you for being here, Alex.
Thanks, Bud. So I told Bud he has to talk a lot because I'm not a talker. So I appreciate the introduction. My name's Alex Bosworth. I grew up here in New Orleans. And I guess I've been playing music professionally about 7 or 8 years now. Like Bud was saying, I have 2 records out. I started out as a jazz vocalist, and that's primarily what I have with my record with Hank Mackey. He's a jazz guitarist here in Down, and he's been teaching, I don't know, probably 53 years. Every jazz guitarist that's come through New Orleans that whose name you might know was taught by Hank. And so he's had a huge influence on my musical career, and he actually has taught me everything that I can do on the guitar. So he's just an amazing human being, and if you see him around town, if you see the name Hank Mackey, you should definitely go check him out. But I got into songwriting. I guess I've been writing songs since I was a kid, but I don't think I played my first original composition in public until I was in my early 20s. And it's mostly in the folk canon, folk jazz influenced kind of stuff. But I wanted to start out with a tune that really got me into playing the guitar, and it's one that I heard Snooks Eaglin do. It's called Careless Love. And this is a really popular tune for many years. I think it was first written in the 30s. And many people have covered it, but I like to do this more traditional Travis picking style. Oh, love, love, oh, careless love. Well, I'm in your palace of desire. You maybe break us all over, and then you set my heart on fire. Oh, 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 love, careless love. Love, oh, careless love. Oh, love, oh, careless love. Look what love has done to me. James Berry, y'all. Well, you tied me to your apron strings. Yeah, you tied me to your apron strings. You told me you loved me and it didn't mean a thing. It was love, careless love. Oh, love, love, oh, careless love. Well, you know all my happiness has left. You fill my heart with weary old blues, and now I'm walking and talking to myself. Oh, love, love, oh, careless love. Love, oh, careless love. Oh, love, careless love. Look what love has done to me. Oh, look what love has done to me. Oh, look what love has done to me. Thanks, Barry. Bud. So, what's your background? Because I actually don't know. Have you always played saxophone?
Yes, I'm a saxophone player. I've been working here since October as a park ranger. I'm originally from New York, and I moved down here when I was in the military about 10 years ago.
Oh, wow. Wait, so you live in New Orleans for the past 10 years?
I left temporarily for grad school, but then I came back.
Oh, okay. And what about you? See, these guys are fantastic, and we've never really played together before, so this I'm finding out in real time about these guys, and they're really great. So what's your story?
I came from Asheville, North Carolina, where I was playing in the Asheville Symphony Orchestra, and I was a professor at a college there teaching music.
What
Yeah.
brought you down here?
I came down here for this job. I found out that the Park Service was willing to hire a tuba player. So that was too good to pass up.
Right. That's cool.
Combined, tuba, which I like, and combined with in an organization that I really believe in. So
Yeah, that's awesome. So I've never. Well, we played one show together, and not necessarily the music we're playing now, which is a testament to how great these guys are. I'm usually playing in a just kind of a full dueling guitar country band when I'm playing this material, my original material. But this is a fun treat because I didn't think tuba could fit so well in these compositions. It's awesome. I'm gonna try an original of mine. We'll check out how it sounds. It's called "Wear Me Down," and it's kind of a country-ish tune, but it's got a few more chord changes than you would normally find in just a regular country tune. But it's about someone I met in Mexico. That's all I'll say about that. Oh, is it your plan, baby, to wear me down? You keep thinking, honey, I know you're gonna come around. I'll admit your smiling face is hard to ignore, and I find myself glancing, baby, you wait a little more. Your clever conversation, I like to think that it don't make a dent, but your sweet words, baby, and the way you look at me is getting harder each day to forget. Oh, time passes slowly. Oh, each day that you go away,
So one of the things that we like to do at this park is also to help people who may not quite understand what's going on in music, other than that they enjoy it or that they feel the emotion. So maybe as a songwriter, could you kind of walk us through some of the concepts that you're dealing with?
Oh man, I feel like I'm still figuring out what's going what's going on. Concepts as far as
to help people to help those in the audience who aren't musicians to appreciate some of the musical elements, like how you write your harmony or your melody, and
sure. Yeah, like in that last tune, you know, a lot of the times you write melodies based on chord tones, right? So, is it your plan to wear me down? A lot of the melodies just following the shape of the chords. And so you can kind of write a melody, and correct me if y'all do this completely differently. Sometimes you'll come up with the chords first, and then you'll put a melody over it and kind of go with what sounds good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Or you'll do it kind of piecemeal, where you have part of a melody in your mind and you put the chords under it. It's kind of back and forth. I mean, how do you usually write a melody? Or just hear it in your head first and then put the chords?
Yeah, I mean, you can. So yeah, there's what we're talking about here is that harmony is kind of like the vertical structure, where you, and then the melody would be more the linear structure, and you can choose notes within the harmony that connect well linearly in the melody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And I think each song is different. I think it depends on whether you have a melody in your head and lyrics in your head that already fit together, and then you have to put the chords under it, or vice versa. You know, I don't know, and sometimes it's a combination. Sometimes I'll have like a chorus in my head that I think is a great hook, and I just can't seem to find a verse melody that works. You know what I mean? So that's another aspect of songwriting is form. You know, if you have a hook that you really like, and you see this in pop music all the time. Like we're gonna do a song today actually. That's just the two of us. You know, it's such a catchy, just the two of us. You know. That hook is super catchy, and I read somewhere that Bill Withers was the one that wrote the hook, and then the other two songwriters wrote the verse.
I believe that.
Yeah, because he had that mind, you know? And a hook is just something that like embeds in your brain. It's a musical mode or motif or theme that just kind of is what sticks with you at the end of a song. And so that's another element, is just right. Yeah, it's so grooving. Maybe we should play that song for them to give them an idea of musical motifs and themes and choruses and how that works. So this is a Bill Withers tune. If you're a Bill Withers fan, you're gonna know this tune. See the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through. I see those rainbows in my mind when I think of you. Sometimes I wanna spend some time with you, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us, you and I. Just the two of us, building castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I. We look for love, no time for tears. Wasted water's all that is, and it'll make no flowers grow. Good things may come to those who wait, not to those who wait too late. We gotta go for all we know. Just the two of us, we the two of us, you and I. Just the two of us, building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through. And darling, when the morning comes and I see the morning sun, I wanna be the one with you. Just the two of us, we can make it if we try. Just the two of us, you and I. Just the two of us, building castles in the sky. Just the two. 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 Yeah, songwriting at its best. No one was better than Bill Withers. But that's a great example of a motif. You know, we're playing 4 or 5 different chords, and we're kind of creating a groove. And that chorus keeps coming in, and I could see some people wanting to be like, just the two of us. Because it's just exciting and fun, and it's repetitive, but it's interesting enough that it holds your attention. So I guess that's the perfect example of like a chorus that you would hopefully I'll write one day something that good.
And then once that groove is well established in all of our ears, then James, you see, had all that freedom to embellish all around the groove that we already had going in our minds, because we were kind of expecting things in our minds based on the groove that James was able to play with.
Right. And it's so important to, you know, as musicians, to really listen to each other and create that stable foundation, you know, because he's doing all these beautiful lines on the saxophone, but what's grounding him is that tempo, and he's playing over the changes, you know, like Bud was saying earlier, he's creating melodies over that vertical structure that we're creating. But the vertical structure will fall apart if that time is not consistent, and that's what he's doing, is weaving in and out. So there's a lot of structure, but there's also a lot of freedom. I guess the best way to say it is there's freedom in structure.
Yes.
He's just supposed to blindly agree with me. Very good. I'll give you your $20 later. All right. So I'm gonna do another original of mine. It's called Phantom Limb. James was asking for something. He's like, just let's play the darkest thing you've ever written. I'm like, why? But I want to humor him, so this definitely is one of the saddest songs I've ever written. And you'll know why when you hear it. Just want to get it out of the way. I moved all over the place. Each year I had a new address. I made a good case. I was sleeping next to a good man, still dreaming of the way that she tastes. My dreams were always strange and long. They often ended with an old church hymn, and I would wake up and your love was gone, hurting like a fading limb, singing, still recall the detail of a scar you got when we were 22. 10 long years have passed. I'm still sipping from the lip of your cup. I'm still hearing voices that aren't there. They asking me to please wake up. Yeah, they're singing. Humming that hymn, soft and low, I count it off so they can begin. And I wake up and your love is gone, hurting like a fading limb. Yeah, they're singing, ooh, ooh, oh. So, I guess I've been gigging in New Orleans for about 6 years, and in that time, I have at least 10 songs about what it feels like to be, you know, you playing for an empty house and then playing for a packed house. And that's just kind of the world that you live in as a musician. Some gigs you're playing for hundreds of people, maybe thousands of people, and some gigs you're playing to one person at the end of the bar drinking whiskey. And they're all worthwhile, amazing experiences. You know what I'm talking about.
By yourself.
Or you're by yourself, like, good job, Alex. This is great. But that's part of it, and it's character building, I think.
Have you ever done a live radio show?
Yeah.
You know, you listen to the radio and you hear the band playing, and then there's that applause. There's no audience there.
It's
that's the
just
band
them
playing
being
for
like.
themselves, and then
They put their instruments down and they start.
thing ever.
It's it's awkward when you're in the studio. It sounds fine when you're a listener, though. But if you know what's happening, you're like, oh. But that aside, that's just what it's like, you know? You have good days, you have bad days, and sometimes the best shows I've done, no one heard. And that's just the way it is, and it's okay. But you realize that this is what you're supposed to be doing when even those nights are valuable and mean something to you. And so I wrote this song with a dear friend of mine named Adam Ballard, and we kind of tried to put that feeling into music. That feeling of, you know, you're going to do this no matter what, because that's what you're supposed to do. So this is called 50 Cent Waltz.
Can I see the chart?
What?
Can I see the chart?
Oh, yeah. Well, 10 years ago, I set out on my own. It's so funny how I still feel like a child. The farther I go, well, the less I seem to know. The more it seems I need that next mile. And so here's a tune for 50 cents in the bucket. Here's a tune for pats on the back. I don't care what they say. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna play and forget to keep myself on track. can't find the time, I can't make a dime, and the bills won't get paid with beer and wine. Well, the farther I walk, the longer hours I clock, the more it seems this world, it isn't mine. And so here's a tune for 50 cents in the bucket. Here's a tune for pats on the back. Well, I don't care what they say, I'ma sit here and I'm gonna play and forget to keep myself. I forget to keep myself. I forget to keep myself on track. Thanks, y'all.
Do any of y'all have any questions for Alex Bosworth?
Sure they do. Tons of questions. I have a bunch with me. And there's a 2-for-1 sale, so let's talk. Any other questions about the music or? Yes. Oh, man. Everywhere. Everything I listen to, every band I see on the street, playing with these guys who are just world class and wonderful. Yeah, just all over. And of course, you know, the music that I listened to growing up, but so much more. You know, I think a lot of it has to do with just being in an environment that inspires you. And New Orleans has always been that for me, even since I was a little kid. And part of it is because everyone I knew was playing music. All my friends, my cousins. I mean, the first time I ever sang in public was I was singing backup for my cousin's rock band, and I was 15, and I thought I was so cool. And I had put on my makeup, and I had, like, you know, my high-heeled shoes, and I was, like, dancing, and I had just the best time, and that was kind of my introduction to music. And it's not the music I play today, but it definitely made an impact. And just to see family members and friends doing things in the community and performing their original music, I thought was just fantastic. I mean, that's music no one's ever heard before, you know? And I just idolized my older cousin Craig for that very reason. And I don't know. So that's kind of the long answer to that. But I just think it comes from everywhere. I think it comes from the people you let in your life and the people around you and where you live and what you listen to and what you eat and how you dance and everything. All right, so I think I'm going to do one more original. No, we got plenty of time. I'm going to do House on a Hill. This is a tune I wrote. I'm a big Leonard Cohen fan, and he passed away somewhat recently. And I took it really hard. I got to see him about 4 years ago at here in New Orleans, and he was just awe-inspiring. He had this world-class band. He essentially just got instrumentalists from all over the world that were, you know, prodigies of what they did. He had this flamenco guitar player from Barcelona who could just tear it up, and I was so inspired because he was bringing these amazing musicians together, and somehow he created a way to have it all be a contiguous and flowing performance. And these are people that never met, and this was their first night, so it was really exciting. And he was just a treasure, lyrically, poetically, musically, in every way. So this is my tribute song to him. It's called House on a Hill. Well, tell me your name, I'll show you my heart. It's a tattered red ribbon that's been falling apart. I wave my flag for you right from the start. In a house on a hill that no one lives in. Here in my hands, a needle and thread, well, a worn out record and a daily lead. Well, I lost my thimble and that's why I bled. In a house on a hill that no one lives in. Oh, don't be shy. Oh, you meet my eye. Oh, your shades of blue, well, they so become you. When I reach for my cup to fill it with tears, the bottle had been emptied and cracked through the years. Now dust is collecting on our chandeliers. In a house on a hill that no one lives in. Oh, don't be shy. Oh, won't you meet my eye? Oh, your shades of blue, well, they so become you. Baby, what can I do? Well, tell me your name and I'll show you my heart. It's a tattered red ribbon that's been falling apart. I wave my flag for you right from the start. In a house on a hill that no one lives in. Oh, don't be shy. Oh, won't you meet my eye? Oh, your shades of blue, well, you know they so become you. Baby, what can I do? Oh, what can I do? What can I do? Oh, da, 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 do. Oh. So I think we got time for 2 more songs. What do you think, Bud?
I think we got it, yeah.
All right. Let's do Nobody Knows You. This in C. This is a Bessie Smith tune. And it's called Nobody Knows You When You're Down and Out. And if you've ever been down and out, you know that that's true. I used to live the life of a millionaire. Didn't have no worries, no, I didn't have a care. I took my friends out for a mighty good time, drinking bootleg whiskey, champagne, and wine. Then I began to fall so low. I lost all my good friends with nowhere to go. I tell you, it's mighty strange. Without a doubt, nobody knows you when you're down and out. No, no, nobody knows you when you're down and out. And in your pocket, not one penny. And as for friends, well, you ain't got any. So when you get back on your feet again, everybody wants to be your long-lost friend. I tell you, it's mighty strange, without a doubt. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. Dig it. No, nobody knows you when you're down and out. And in your pocket, not one penny. And as for friends, baby, you ain't got any. So when you get back on your feet again, everybody wants to be your long-lost friend. I tell you, it's mighty strange, without a doubt. Nobody knows you. Oh, nobody knows you. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. I keep throwing this thing all over the place.
Well, Alex, one highlight that I really appreciate about you is that you definitely have your own sound and your own voice, and it's you always have such a soothing and like kind of mellow feeling in the room whenever you're performing, and in a city that has like so much like excitement and craziness. It's
So I'm boring.
no, not at all. No, not at all. Not at
You're
all.
so silly. I want to go to sleep.
No, not like that. It's
You're like a rainy day.
You're like
And I don't have an umbrella.
This is just getting worse.
What I'm just appreciating is that like there's so many different sounds in this city, and you're bringing one of those different sounds, and
Thank you.
appreciate that. And that's definitely what contributed to jazz getting started
Sure.
120 years ago, and it's still true today that there's so many different sounds in this town, and somebody who grew up here is choosing to express herself in her own way.
You're really sweet. Thank you. I think you're great too. All right, we're gonna do one more tune. I think that's all we have time for. Thanks so much, you guys. Y'all have been a fantastic audience, and I've really, really enjoyed playing for you guys. So give it up for this guy right here, James Barry.
James Barry.
And Bud on the tuba, holding it down. I'm Alex Bosworth. If you're interested in CDs, I got a couple. Come talk to me after this. You may hi-hat me all the time. You may never go my way. But there's a debt, baby, that I know you've gotta pay. I don't care how great you are. I don't care what you're worth. When it all ends up, you gotta go back to Mother Earth. You may play the racehorses, you may own the racetrack, have enough money, baby, to buy everything you lack. I don't care how great you are. I don't care what you're worth. When it all ends up, baby, you gotta go back to Mother Earth. The city, diamonds and pearls, may have enough money, baby, to fly all over this world. I don't care how great you are. I don't care what you're worth. When it all adds up, you got to go back to Mother Earth. Yeah, you may own half the city with diamonds and pearls. Have enough money, baby, to fly all over this world. I don't care how great you are. I don't care what you're worth. When it all ends up, you got to go back to Mother Earth. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a wonderful day. It's been a pleasure.
Alex Bosworth. Thank you for coming out to New Orleans Jazz National Historical Park and being with us in the theater here at the New Orleans Jazz Museum. Hope to see you again tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Thanks.